it's time to hit the road with Reck. What are you doing
right,
this
Nicole.
week?
Well, this week the Major League Baseball season is finally underway, and on this week's edition of Reck on the Road, we get to know one of our local big league stars. He's Baltimore third baseman Mark Reynolds. We catch up with the slugger on this week's edition of Reck on the Road. It was another first for Virginia Beach native Mark Reynolds. The Orioles' hard-hitting third baseman had played in every Major League ballpark, but last week Reynolds made his debut at Harbor Park.
You know, I never played here before. I grew up going to games here, but never played here, so it's pretty cool. And see some family and friends tonight. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, family and friends were here to see the former First Colonial and Virginia star. His batting practice was impressive. It's easy to see how he hit 37 home runs last season for the Orioles.
We like what he brings. He does a lot of things that people can't do, and he's worked very hard on some things during the off season and during spring training that not many people are carrying a third baseman around that hits for the power that he hits for. And keep in mind where he finished in a lot of our categories last year.
Of course, everyone loves the offensive numbers put up by Mark Reynolds, but despite leading the Orioles in all the offensive categories, he also led the league in strikeouts and errors. Let's just put it this way, he was ready for that question today.
I'm immune to it by now. So
I knew that's got to be.
I'm immune to people talking about it, but you know, it bothers me. You know, I know I'm a better ball player than that. It seems like I get that snowball effect a lot in my mind. You know, make an error and then make another one, or strike out another one. So, no, it's just one of those things I got to overcome, and that's what I mean by growing up as a ball player, and just really focus mentally every pitch, every out, and don't give away at bats.
Reynolds played his high school ball at First Colonial under longtime head coach Norby Wilson. Reynolds still remembers the lessons learned from Coach Wilson.
They just teach you valuable lessons growing up, you know. Norby's always, you can't wear your hat backwards. Yes, sir. No, sir. Get your work done. And, as young kids, being 16, 17 years old, you need that kind of guidance and structure, especially away from home. I was fortunate enough to have my dad always on my tail, but, being away from home, Norby was that extra guy that, kept you in line. He kept all his players in line. I think that's why his teams are so good.
At 28 years old, Reynolds is considered one of the game's most powerful hitters. He has 158 career home runs in just 5 seasons of play. But despite all this success, he's still humbled daily by this technical and demanding game.
Oh, every day. Even, I think yesterday we played the college or JUCO team down in Florida. Those kids are out there laughing, having a good time, and sometimes you forget this is just a game, and we're out here having fun, and it is our livelihood. But at the same time, you gotta have fun playing. If you're not having fun, you need to do something else. The more experience I get, I think that makes me a better ball player, and just improve on what I did last year, and just keep building off of things I've done, and really work towards being successful and consistent.
Right there, the search to be consistent, that is what Mark Reynolds is working on, to be the best player that he can be. But he hit 37 home runs last year. He was tied with Albert Pujols in the bigs.
Great.
I mean, he is a special player with a lot of power, and everybody likes the home run. Well, Mark Reynolds, that's what he does best, is hit home runs. So, kind of neat. Came out of First Colonial. People didn't see that he was going to be a Major League Baseball player. He was in high school, but all of a sudden he burst on the scene, and he's been there ever since.
We have so many great athletes from this area.
Yes,
it's amazing.
we do, and there's one of them.
Yeah, speaking of baseball.